Hello, folks. This is Steve, AB4L. It's a little after 10 p.m. today, the 14th of August, 2023. Now, I'm logged into my YouTube account, and I'm in the YouTube Creator Studio on the Videos page, Channel Content Videos. Now, I'm going to show you something. The most recent video that I posted is called Honeypot Problem 2023-0814. I made it and posted it several hours ago. And less than an hour before that, I posted this video, 2023 MDC, Maryland, DC, QSO Party, SSB 40 meter, part 2. On Saturday, I was in a radio contest in the afternoon. I had fun. But I'm pointing out the two most recent videos that I've published. I published two more than that today. Three more than that, excuse me. I'll show you in a minute. So, honeypot problem and part 2. Now let's look at the comments. Here are the comments they're in reverse chronological order. This is the way YouTube does it, inside of the YouTube studio. And right at the top, 3 hours ago, is the QSO Party video. And I have explained to you that I post information as comments. And then the video before that has some comments is called Honeypot Rant 230814. Also published today. Honeypot Rant, not Honeypot Problem. I made two videos, extremely similar. I wore different glasses, a different shirt. I didn't use a script, but I said basically the same thing and showed the same things. The videos are both under 3 minutes. The Honeypot Rant video comments are visible to you right now. The QSO Party ones are visible to you, but the newest video, Honeypot Problem, are not. And that's what this video is about. So we go into here, and we scroll down, show more, comments and ratings. Choose if and how you want to show comments. And right now it's selected disable comments, but I didn't do that. I chose hold all comments for review. When I published this video at 7:22 p.m., it's now 10:10 p.m. Within a couple of minutes, somebody changed hold all comments for review to disable comments. And I saw it, so I changed it back. And it stayed that way for about an hour, at which time I left to go shopping. First, I went and climbed for my heart health at Riverside Park. I climbed my usual thing, Faith Rock Trail, and then I went into Asheville and shopped. Just got back a short while ago. And when I looked, All I had to do was look at the comments view in the Creator Studio and see that my latest video doesn't allow comments, even though I didn't set it that way. So we go back to content. We go into Honeypot problem, not Honeypot rant. They never touched Honeypot rant, and I'll explain why in a minute. Show more. This is the latest one, the one that they're fooling with. And you can see that one of the keywords is the name of a playlist that I have called YouTube is the Problem. Honeypot Problem 2023 08-14. That's the title. And I put it I have several playlists that I usually put videos on. And the one I selected, see recent uploads, August 2023, I put it on YouTube is the Problem. And within minutes, somebody turned off the comments. But a similar content video called Honeypot Rant was put on a different playlist called Rant Time, but not on YouTube is the Problem. See, I kept them separate this time. Now, recently, I've done a series of videos in which when I put them up, I put them on both Rant Time and YouTube is the Problem, because I'm talking about something that YouTube's doing that I don't think is right. But I decided to do a hacker experiment. See, I used to be a software tester for that internationally known, internationally operating IT company. And we never called it hacking back then, but my job was, we've got code updates, they got these new features they put in, whatever, in the software product that I'm a tester for. And what I do is test it, only I play tricks on it like a user might, use it like a user might, not necessarily with the narrow view of the developer who wrote the code and designed what he was doing, but how a dumb user might use it and trip them up and say, you got to fix this code. This shouldn't have happened. Ordinary usage, no, nothing special. Your code has problems and they'd have to fix it. And you want that to happen before it goes out the door, instead of customers calling up and paid a good license fee. What am I getting at? Well, if you do a show more on this one that is the Honeypot Rant playlisted video, nobody has touched the original setting of hold all comments for review. Nobody's touched it. Keep that in mind. 2 playlists, two videos put up less than 2 hours apart, are essentially the same content, same wording, more or less. There's YouTube is the Problem. And there's Rant Time. They're 2 different playlists. I have a lot of playlists. There's the QSO party one. I told you I put up a QSO party. They didn't touch that. When I say the, who do I mean? Well, now I'm going to explain it to you because I hacked them. I played software tester. Now, before I show you what was going on, I want to do a little review of recent history in the news. Can you read that? Can you see the keyword? All I did was a simple search. YouTube has done something to the story of, I'll read it exactly. YouTube has censored the story of a young woman. There was a video. This is the big coming thing. When I go to certain websites, they immediately pop a message up and say, we can see that you're using an ad blocker. This is easy. Today's paper, we've updated our terms. Let's pick a headline story. They know I've got an ad blocker and I don't have an account. It's all automated. They looked at my browser. They have a way of looking inside of my browser. You know how they do it? Part of the web page sends some code down to be executed on my browser. A lot of code gets executed just to lay this page out. And it reconnoiters and it's supposed to send back something. And if it doesn't get it back because it looks like it's an ad, the ad blocker kills it. The extension ad blocker kills it. And if the signal doesn't get back to the server that served my page, they do this. I'm explaining how it's automated. I'm talking about the New York Times. How they keep me from seeing the page. How they will keep you, in a certain way, from seeing my video. Oh, /dot. YouTube looks to demonetize as punishments for major creators, but it doesn't work. A couple of months ago, I put up a video about how he was getting 1 million views a day, gaming. And he complained about something that YouTube was doing. And they came down on him, and it had to do with the thing about how much swearing are you allowed to have in the first 8 seconds of the video. And they landed on him, YouTube, landed on him with both feet and began going through his 1,000 or whatever videos and demonetizing him left and right. Demonetizing. They didn't sit there, a person doing it. They have code robots to do it. YouTube is looking to send a message to content creators who step out of line by disabling ads on videos that infringe on the site's policy. The punishment is meant to revoke a key source of income, representing a strong incentive for the users to change their behavior. So they find a way to cripple you, not destroy you, not take you down, but stick their finger in your eye. Did you like me to poke you in the eye like that? You're still okay, right? Did you learn your lesson yet? All I did was spank you on the back of your hand with a ruler. That's what the nuns used to do in a parochial school. Now, why did I cover these three examples? Well, I just wanted to give you a little bit of background so you won't think I'm making things up out of thin air. So, here are, if you go to steveab4el/videos, Honeypot Problem 2023-08-14. That one was put on the YouTube is the Problem playlist. The QSO Party one, the one just to the right of that, was put on the QSO Party list. Nobody went and tried to change anything on that one. But I showed you at the beginning of this video, I just came back from shopping, and I showed you that you can't see the comments on that video because they've turned them off. Now, I don't remember. Did I change it back? Comments are turned off.
This is Steve AB4L.
Comments are turned off.
Nothing in this episode is a promotion, nor is...
I didn't turn them off. Okay. But the honeypot rant, which is, if you look, you see that I'm wearing different glasses and a different shirt. Did it intentionally. The sequence of what I showed was the same. What I said was approximately the same. Honeypot rant, I intentionally just put that one up on rant time and not YouTube is the Problem. No need to touch it.
Hello, folks. This is Steve AB4L.
They're my standard comments.
Nothing in this episode is a promotion, nor is a recommendation. It's really only about...
Okay? Got it? Now, it was a little more involved than that. And this was, now this one here, 22 hours ago, rant, trying to resetting the bait. I show you what they're doing, turning the comments off, and I put them back on and put the note at which time they turned it off. It's right there as the top comment. See, the bot that's doing it, yeah, that's right, the bot that's doing it, the YouTube bot that's doing it,
Hello, folks. This is Steve AB4L. It's 1:47 a.m., early Sunday morning, the 3rd.
2023-8-14-0020. As I was publishing this video, the YouTube censorship bot changed my comment setting to comments off. And I have a screenshot, and then I turned it back on. This did not happen earlier, published my ham radio videos. 2023, now 20 minutes later, the YouTube censorship bot came in again and turns the comments off. I detected it by the comments view in the YouTube studio, so I flipped the comment setting back to, what am I talking about? I'm back in the YouTube Creator Studio for my channel. The latest comments you can see right out here at the top is the QSO Party. Now I go to content. I go to the Honeypot Problem one that's posted on YouTube is the Problem. I go in here. I go down, show more. I go down to the bottom, and I set it to allow all comments. And save. I go back here. I go back down to comments. I hold the shift key down. I refresh the page. It hasn't come back yet. So I'll go to content. I'll do this. I'm going to play the video. And the comments are back on. The comments are back on.
Nothing in this.
I'm playing it live and the comments are there. So when it's put on, when their bot shuts it off, you can't see the comments, you can't post any comments. If I turn it back on, instantly you'd be able to see it by the refresh. Now, what goes on inside of the Creator Studio is slower because it isn't the high priority. Oh, there it is. I just came back again. So how much delay was that? Let's say 1 minute. And now a minute later, the top comments are honeypot problem, not QSO party, which is right there. Now, what did I do? What was the point? I'm explaining everything. Because I usually publish my main video of the day, the one that keeps getting reset the comments to no comments, is usually right after midnight each day. That's when I publish my main video. I publish other videos, but that's when I publish my headline video for the day. So I wondered if there was somebody sitting at YouTube waiting for it. Now, this is ridiculous. Why would they pay any attention to me? Well, I'm showing you all the scenarios and the thinking. This is how you do it. This is how you hack. This is how you do software testing. I'm not a hacker to go and break into something. I used to be a really good software tester. I had a developer tell me, see, I was on a team of 6 people, and I was told by the main product that we tested by one of the lead developers that when I put in a defect about something wasn't right, they paid attention to it because I was running about 50%, meaning 50% of the things I put in, they knew they had to fix. And I went, only 50%? He said, well, your other people there we don't even bother with. They don't even hit 5%. We just don't bother looking at them. That's what he said to me. He used to be a Navy SEAL. He's kind of blunt and smart. So what's going on? So I decided to, first of all, make these 2 kinds of videos that are essentially the same, but do it in a way where you can see that they're not the same video, and post one to the one, because I've been putting it to YouTube is the problem and Rant Time, all those other ones. So I decided to break it up. And I decided to do it in the afternoon, not just after midnight, to test whether it's a bot, a computer, or it's a person. Because if a person's on duty at midnight, they won't be on duty at 4 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon. Got it? So when I put the first one on, Honeypot Rant, and only put it on the Rant Time playlist and waited, nothing happened. Nothing happened. But essentially the same video, 45 minutes later, whatever it was, when I put it up, but I put it on YouTube is the problem, I didn't even get finished my usual sequence of publishing, and they had already turned the comment off. So it's a bot. It's software. They have a computer program that. Now, why did I show you those articles about what other people have experienced? They have this stuff, they have programs that do this. The FBI calls them up, or it's the CIA, or it's President Biden himself. I don't like what that guy said about my son. I'm proud of him. Get that video off of there. Well, we're not really supposed to do that. Get that video off of there. And 5 minutes later, it's gone. They don't go in and hand do it. What they do is they put in it, they have an automated system and they just put in the request. Now, why would they do that? Because during the COVID period, they were getting nonstop demands. It's all in the news. You can say that that's hysteria, except that Congress is investigating it. And, Musk at Twitter said, I'm going to give all those Twitter internal emails and position papers and logs, executive logs, to outside journalists and let them write up what was really happening inside of Twitter. And there's active daily now sessions in Congress committees investigating. Do you really think that they sat there and did it by hand? Maybe the first few, but once they saw the avalanche coming, I'm talking about Facebook, YouTube, Google, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait a minute. I can prove they automate it. Google will take down personal information. Let's just, right off the top of my head. CNBC. This is right off the top of my head. You can now ask Google to remove your personal data from its search results. Here's how. Do you think they actually have a person do it? Or do you think they have a person process the request and then put it into a form and the bot does it? So, the obvious conclusion is from my small experiment with just 2 different videos this afternoon, where I put essentially the same video up. One on YouTube is the problem, and the other one on Rant Time. And bingo, within a minute, one of them had been fiddled with. The bot did it. And what we also know is that the bot watches, and anytime a video is published by me that is marked to go on the YouTube is the problem playlist, the bot is instructed to come to my publishing information and turn off the comments. As far as I can tell, they don't do anything else. But one question you can answer is, did you receive notifications for that last one? Did you receive a notification? You know how you get alerts? Did you receive I can't answer this question. Honeypot problem, did you receive an alert for that one? Or does the bot kill that too? See, I'm smiling. These people don't have much in the way of brains, folks. Now, what are they doing? Obviously, they don't. I told you that I went in just a video yesterday or earlier today. I went into my channel dashboard, and up here it says channel violations. And that warning is from like a year and something ago for something totally unrelated. There's nothing here. I looked in my Google Mail, there's nothing. So they're doing it behind my back. They're doing it under the covers. They're so ashamed of themselves. They can't. Oh, why wouldn't they come right out and say something? Because I didn't really violate any community guidelines. Not even close. So they have to stab you in the dark in the back. Somehow to kick you in the shins. Why can't you just be a nice guy? Kick you in the shins, under the table. You're sitting at a table and somebody kicks you in the shins. You can't tell who did it. And the point is this. Just as I went over this business about why they have bots, they don't have a bot that does everything. They have specialized bots. I subscribe to people
Hello, folks. This is Steve.
Oh, I know him. I see him in the park. He looks like he may have put up. I'll have to watch that video. I know him from Riverside Park. So I'm looking for a particular. I thought I saw him put up one today. I can't say the name of it. Stocksenheimer or something like that. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Look at all these things that I'm subscribed to. Oh, I thought he put one up today. I saw oh, you know what? I've got so many subscriptions, they probably don't want to notify me about all of them. Oh, I'm looking for this guy. I want to show you who his channel is. Oh, look at, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the first time I'm scrolling down. Zion on geopolitics, 16 hours ago. What? Can you read it right there? What's the title of his video? I'm going to click on it and stop it. Whoop. Why? I like listening to him. I don't agree with everything. Why we can't trust the media. That's the title. Why we can't trust the media. And then in parentheses, AKA known as propaganda. Oh, there he is. There he is. Sticks, Hexen, Hammer 666. Sticks, Sex. And oh yeah, Iowa State Fair, Trump, the Sticks and Hammers 666. In less than 6 months back, he posted a couple of videos in a row. Now, let me tell you what he does. Now, this is not off topic. This shows you that it goes on all the time. Yeah. The giant eye in the sky. YouTube. He'll put 2 or 3 episodes up each day on YouTube. He's commentary on politics, economics, whatever. Smart guy. He's got a lot of depth. But he'll tell you to go and click on his, there's other streaming platforms. And if you go there, not only will you see the 3 that he put up today for YouTube, but you'll see 3 or 4 more that really go to town in terms of his commentary and analysis that would get removed by a bot on YouTube, according to him. That's what he alleges. Go watch some of his videos. I'll bet he still has it in the introduction. And when you look,
All right.
all right, I stopped him. Sure, here it is. This is the video that he's putting up on YouTube now. Greg Stube introduces articles of impeachment against sleazy Joe Biden. So he's got to be careful what he says. Now, he also, he pins right here at the top. See, I know what's going on. That's why when they started doing this crap to me, it was no big mystery. He's posted the same video on BitChute, on Rumble, on Odyssey, and on Minds. And he wants you to go, and he's got tiny URLs so you can just jump there. And he wants you to go especially to Rumble because he's got other ones today that YouTube would, according to him, he alleges, where he can really let go in what's on his mind. Do you really think they have somebody sitting around to watch his videos? He said that when he put up a certain controversial or two videos about a certain topic, that he noticed that the number of people who came and even viewed his video for the next couple of days went down 90%, he alleges. Do you really think they sit around watching which ones they're going to deep six him on once they find something they don't like and they need to punish him a little bit, as he alleges? I'm talking about somebody else. Go look at his videos. Go back 6 months and you'll be able to find them. It'll be in the title. So the reason for me going along about that kind of stuff is, okay, so now let's go back to content. I've been talking for how long? Let's go into Honeypot Problem, which is on YouTube is the Problem playlist. Let's go down the bottom and let's see if the bot is active, or is the bot only active for the first hour and then it loses interest. Allow all comments is still there. The bot rechecks at random times for about an hour and keeps resetting to disable comments. Remember, I was gone for 2 hours. I come back and there it is. It's done it behind my back again. But now it's not going to do that because it won't revisit this one. Its job is over. Even bots don't monitor forever. The CPU power is needed for something else. But they'll be vigilant for the first hour. That's the way that bot is written. It's a specialized bot, I allege. Do I have any inside information? No. It's just all you do is, it's the same thing as doing software testing. You look at the pattern they want you to follow, and then you break the pattern, but by a legal maneuver, a legal user maneuver. What's my legal user maneuver? I go back in there and turn it back on. I go in again after they do it, and I turn it back on until the bot gets tired out. Or the bot lease for that task is finished, and it won't come back and look again. And then it stays on. All I did was assume that they have an IQ of 2, of a 2-year-old. You got to be careful about that. I saw this. She was like a 4-year-old, and she's a genius already. And what her mother did was she was not only singing to her while she was in the womb, she was reading stories every day. and she made our daughter was born, and it didn't take 2 years, and they were able to figure out that she was a genius. Only those kind of people don't stay at YouTube. They move on to actual things that are worth working on. You know why I say that? Just recently, you know how I like to track down people. I see them on a video or on a Hacker News and stuff like that, and I see they did this kind, they discovered this kind of thing. I wonder what kind of mind would figure that out. And then I saw a guy. He's a senior hacker at Google. They don't quite use the word hacker. Senior, and he's only out of graduate school with a PhD in less than 2 years. But it was something like the first job he had was at YouTube. I think it was so he could easily get his toe in the door. And then as fast as he could, he probably had to be in that job for 6 months. He applied for something that was more in tune with his interest and his qualifications. And he's a senior researcher in less than 2 years at Google. In less than 2 years on the job, he's a senior security researcher. That's because he had it already. The ones that had it already don't stay at YouTube. They just use that to get in the door. I've made videos about that in the past. How to get a job at a high-tech company. At least the way it used to be 20 years ago. Steve A. for you. Just having fun. Just having fun. Saying see you in 73.